What's up, everyone? This is Bill. Today I got a quick little video for you guys. I'm going to be removing the front wheels on my Can-Am Ryker, and so I figured not a better opportunity to get it on film. This is the Racing Powersports Can-Am Ryker wheel socket. It's specifically designed for the Can-Am Ryker, made to fit it perfectly so it doesn't chatter around as you're loosening or tightening your wheel nuts, so it don't scar them up. And then we have, and this is a 1/2-inch drive on there, and then we have a 1/2-inch drive, huge torque wrench. This is a Craftsman. I think I got it at Lowe's for right around $100. I got it on sale. This will go well over what we need. I think it goes up to like 250 foot-pounds. What we have to get to is 221 foot-pounds. So if you plan on removing the wheels off your Can-Am Ryker, all 3 wheels are torqued down to 221 foot-pounds. I'll put that on screen. It's a lot. Okay, so we may need this in a cheater bar to get them off and to tighten them back down, but we're going to do it. And I'm going to film it. So keep watching. We'll go over it together. We're going to jack the bike up on one side, and I'll show you how to lock up the wheel with a metal bar, and we're going to get it off of there. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now we're out here at the bike. First thing we're going to do is make sure you apply your e-brake. Okay, and then if you come over to the bike, you can do this after you get it up in the air. Just wanted to be able to come over here and show you guys. There's a hole here and a hole here. And there's some notches in the hub, as you can see there. Okay, those notches need to line up with that hub, and then we just stuck a nice heavy Allen wrench. You just want to get a piece of metal bar through here. What this does is this locks the hub against the spindle here, so you cannot move the wheel. This will make it so that way you can loosen the lug nut and tighten the lug nut back down. You'll have to do that, or else the wheel would just free spin. Okay, so like I said, you can line this up after you get the bike in the air. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. So the first thing we're going to do is come over to the side here. We're going to do this side is what I'm going to show you on camera. Okay, so our floor jack we're going to put right here underneath the frame. Okay, make sure you're on the frame, not on the plastic, and not on any of your mechanics here for the brakes. So we're going to come up to the front here, and we're going to get the bike up in the air, and then we're going to put a jack stand under here to replace the jack, and we should be good to go. So let's get it jacked up in the air. Okay, so I have my jack here. We're going to get it right underneath the frame. We got a rag on it so we don't scratch anything up. Make sure we have room for our jack stand. Let's get our jack stand. Now we're going to let it down slowly onto the jack stand. Okay, Now you can leave this jack here. Just kind of balance the bike out, because right now on the jack stand only with the back behind the pedal like that, if you were to push down, the front end of the bike will tip and the back tire will probably lift up, because we're almost right in the middle of the frame. But that'll work to get it lifted up. So as you can see there, we have it lifted up. We're a good 6 to 8 inches off the ground here with our tire. We got plenty of room to get down here and look under the fender and check everything out going on with our front wheel, should you need to take your front wheel off. Okay, so now that we got the bike up in the air, the first thing we're going to do is remove this guy right here, this little red clip that's on here. So we're going to pull out and back towards us on this side, and then we'll pull this up and through there, get that off of there, and then just make sure you remember which way it goes back on. So the point of this clip right here that goes in the hole will point into the bike. Okay, it doesn't point away from the bike, it points into the bike. Okay, and then remember to always inspect your lug nuts for cracks. If they do show any sign of cracking, if you don't have to remove your wheel right this minute, I would suggest not removing the wheel. Take it to your dealership while it's still capable of riding, and take it straight to the dealership and get that lug nut replaced before you go doing this. Okay, so let's get the clip off and start getting that lug nut untorqued. Okay, so now I got it zoomed in here on the clip. Just going to pull up and around like that. You should be able to take it off by hand. There you go. So as you can see, this pin here points inward, and that pin is what's going to line up in one of the holes. And then when you go to put it back on, you can do it by hand like that, and it's clipped back in. Okay, pretty simple process. You don't even need pliers to remove it, but if it is stiff, grab some pliers and pull up on the one side. Okay, so there's our clip. Make sure we don't lose that guy. Set it aside, and now we'll get to untorquing that with our big socket. Okay, so now we're back out here at the bike. We got our big socket. So, double check. Make sure it's all nice and snug. Torque wrench torqued down quite a bit. Okay, we're going to see if we can do it without using a cheater bar here. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. There it goes. That's it. Okay, we've now broken that loose. We can remove it by hand. Okay, now that we got it loose, we can remove the nut by hand. And there it is. Really lightweight. Okay, so just remember how everything goes. There's going to be a big washer back here. Okay, so this is a castle nut. These teeth, what look like teeth anyway, are going to be to the outside. The washer goes on first, with the beveled edge going inside. Just like that. Okay. We'll set this aside. Okay, we should be able to just grab this wheel and pull it right off of there. There it goes. comes off. Now if you'll notice, you'll see these three pins. Okay, those don't come out. Don't want to mess with those. What they do is they align in your disc for your brake, and that's what locks this disc so it can't just free spin on the hub. Okay, so that's what makes this so it spins with your wheel. Okay, so we'll set the wheel aside. While we have it off, we're going to clean it up real good. And now we can inspect or work on anything that we need to work on in here. Okay, I'll show you up close what this looks like. Once you got your Ryker wheel off, you can inspect all your wiring. Remember those 3 pins I was talking about that are on the hub or on the wheel? Go into the disc. So if you ever needed to change your brakes, you'd be able to get to all of it right here. Okay, so now we'll put the wheel back on. Once I'm done doing what I got to do under here, I'll get the wheel back on and I'll show you guys that. Doing everything we need to do, and we want to put our wheel back on. Okay. Shout out to AMR Racing for that. Match the vinyl wrap on the inside of the wheel. But anyway, we're going to get our wheel back on. So you're going to pick your wheel up, line it up on your center hub, and then you're going to line it up with those 3 pins going into the brake, to your brake disc, like that. Okay, we got our wheel on, we got our 3 pins lined up in our caliper, or excuse me, our rotor. So now remember, this goes tapered into the inside, like so. Castle nut with the teeth on the outside. Okay, you're gonna get this as soon as you can by hand. Remember, we still have our bar back there in the back locking up the hub assembly, so it can't rotate on us. Okay. Now we're going to get our torque wrench. Get our torque wrench on there. And we're going to torque it down to 221 foot-pounds. It's a lot. There we go. That's it. Okay, so now 221 foot-pounds, they're not over torqued. We're going to check it for cracks. Make sure that didn't crack. You should be checking this this hub, or this castle nut. You should be checking that for cracks every single time you get ready to go ride. And it might be an extra step, but these are the original ones. The new improved ones are not as likely to crack. The original ones, I don't have any cracked ones on my bike. I check them every time we ride. If they're cracked, we're not riding. Okay, so now I'll show you how that pin goes in there. Okay, so as you can see, we have my pin here, our little ring. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for a hole that lines up the best. We got one right here on the bottom that lines up perfect. We're going to put that through. Remember, the goes to the inside, so we're going to get it on there and get that side on first, walk it around, let it snap on. Now our little snap ring is on there and we are looking good. Now remember, we can pull our little bar out from the back that we used to hold that back there. We are good to go. Okay, so now we can lower the jack stands back down. and she's ready to run. Okay, so that is it for my video on how to remove the front wheel on the Can-Am Ryker. Okay, so if you were going to be changing your brakes, anything like that, this is how you would do it. It's how you would get to everything that's underneath the fender. If you're installing these LED kits, whatever you might be doing that involves removing that wheel, that's how you get it off of there. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, guys. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Have a good day. Peace.